Andrew with Surefire over here at the suppressor section of our booth, ShotShow 2017. Going to talk to you about some suppressors here. So first up, I'll talk about our SOCOM series suppressors. Obviously SOCOM because we hold the SOCOM contract for these. These are the RC2 suppressors, so they've gotten a couple improvements since the original SOCOM generation suppressors. The front cap has been redesigned. It's now got a raised lip, as you can see. That's for a couple reasons. It helps with impacts. If you take a frontal impact, if you're running fast and maybe it's a door frame or something, it's a little bit more durable. Additionally, the first round flash has been improved a little bit. So, one of the big selling points for our suppressor, and one of the reasons we took that contract, is we have incredible first round flash reduction. With the suppressor, you always have a first round pop, but we're able to really reduce that flash to a very, very small little couple-inch flame. The fast attach method, basically how you do it is you make sure the locking ring is all the way open. You mount it on the adapter, you spin it, and it'll drop down like it just did right there. I usually put it on offset so that I make sure I hear that audible click when it drops down, and then you tighten the ring. To release it, there's a push tab right there. You just push the tab, release the ring, and it'll pop right off. Again, to show you right there. So the big selling point with our suppressors is not only that fast attach method, but it's the quality. So we test fire every single suppressor that we make. We don't batch test, and most manufacturers do. They'll test 1 in 20 for QC, but we absolutely test fire every suppressor that we make on a 100-yard range. The standard that we hold is 1 inch at 100 as far as point of impact shift is concerned. If it's outside that, it'll get kicked back and rebuilt until it's within the standard that we want to maintain. Additionally, the impact shift is completely repeatable. So if you have a can that might be bouncing in between guns, if you zero it with the can on, it'll be exactly where it hits the next time you mount that suppressor on the gun, as I knock over all the rest of my suppressors. But yeah, this is the SOCOM 556 RC2 full size, and then I'll pull out real quick the Mini 2. It's a little bit shorter overall length, so if you have a little bit more barrel, maybe anything above 16, 18, or 20, maybe it's an SPR, I would go with the Mini 2. Same mounting method. This is a BCM 11.5. And yeah, I would go with the shorter can, if it was a little bit longer barrel length. Full size can, I'd say anything shorter than 16 inches, I would go with the full size suppressor, just to make sure you're getting the full hearing protection that you would want out of the suppressor. Moving on to a couple other new products. These are the 22 suppressors. So the regular Rider 22 suppressor has been out and been shipping. Next out is the 22 Mini. So obviously it's much, much shorter. This the regular 22 suppressor rider can bounce back and forth between pistols and rifle and maintain the sound reduction that you want. The Mini is primarily meant for shorter overall length for longer rifles. So 22 bolt guns or any Ruger 1022s where you don't really quite need the extra length of the suppressor. This is a really good option. It's still very, very quiet, compact, user disassemblable, all that good stuff as the same original, but just a little bit shorter. Moving on, we have the Rider 9 modular. So it's a titanium tube, titanium front cap, titanium rear section, just like the original Rider 9 tie. However, with the modular, you can remove the front baffle section to make a shorter overall length. And the reason for that is maybe you want to bounce this suppressor between your pistol and also your pistol caliber carbine. So you can remove that front section to reduce the overall length, because on a longer barrel from that carbine, you don't need as much suppressor to reach that hearing safe or the levels that you'd want to attain. Additionally, we're making a new fixed back section. For semi-auto pistols, there's a piston in the back. We make a fixed back section now, $24 part, and so that you can put it on the carbines and not worry about it shifting around. So one last product I want to touch on, we spoke about it before, but just touch on it again, is the War Comp. It's been doing super well. It's our 3-prong flash hider design, but it's been ported on the top. And what that does is it mitigates muzzle rise without sacrificing much in the way of flash reduction. So it doesn't do really much for recoil reduction. It's not a muzzle brake. But as far as flash hiding and muzzle rise mitigation goes, I'd say it's among the best out there, and it's been performing really, really well. So I think that wraps up some of our new products here, ShotShow 2017 for Surefire. If you have any questions, please visit our website, surefire.com.